It was a head, a human head. That same sinister grin, that same gleaming stare. It bounced once, twice, and then, plunk, vanished into the water. That broke him. Uncle Ben spun the canoe around and paddled with everything he had, not daring to look back, not even making a sound. His throat burned from holding back screams, only gasping like a man drowning in pure fear. But it wasn't over. As he fled, he heard it, something falling from above. Splash, loud, too loud. Something had jumped into the water behind him. The river surged. He could hear the water chasing him. His chest heaved in panic. Then came a knocking, loud and sharp, from underneath the canoe. Thump! 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 A bony hand shot up from the water, gripping the canoe's side just inches from his leg. Uncle Ben snatched the machete from the bottom of the boat and hacked at the fingers. The hand vanished. He leapt into the water, swimming madly for the shore. Branches and vines tore at his legs, but he didn't stop. He ran all the way home. He collapsed at the doorstep, barely breathing. Aunt Susan screamed, thinking he'd been struck by a spirit or worse. The next morning, he slowly regained consciousness. When he told Aunt Susan what had happened, her face went pale as a sheet. She rushed to fetch a traditional healer and even called in a spirit medium. Uncle Ben stayed in bed for a full week before he could sit up again. From that night on, he never went near the river alone. If he ever went frog hunting again, it was always with a group. Much later, he heard from Aunt Susan that the healer, Old Man Nathan, was no ordinary man. At that point, I interrupted the story. "Wait, who's Old Man Nathan?" Uncle Ben nodded. "He's the shaman who lives out near Lily Pond Swamp. Your dad might know of him. The guy's got a real reputation, but his methods are, well, a little unorthodox." I gave a half-hearted nod as Uncle Ben continued. Aunt Susan had to go all the way out to that swamp just to convince him to come. He told her to buy a pig's head and some other ritual offerings. That night, he took his boat out to the river, alone. Told everyone not to follow him, not even get close. A few hours later, he came back and simply said, "It's taken care of. No more trouble." Then he packed his bag and vanished into the night. By the next morning, I was already strong enough to sit up. Hearing all this, my cousin Jack slapped his thigh. "Damn, that Old Man Nathan's the real deal, huh?"